playing under the lights and some heavy rain here tonight. And here we go on Monday Night Prime Time. Johnson now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And bringing them out someone this defense is really going to have to keep an eye on, this mobile QB.
We really do marvel at the way he can wiggle himself out of tough situations, almost like a wizard out there. Sure, some are probably of his own doing, as he loves to extend plays and improvise. But if someone misses a block or runs a...
There he goes, right sideline! To the 10! He goes the distance! Touchdown, Houston! The Desperados take a 6-0 lead right away. One snap in, and this offense as efficient as they could be, partner, and looking very dangerous to begin this ball game too.
Yeah, you know, it's one thing for coaches to tell us in our production meetings they want to be a quick strike offense, got to be explosive. But they put that talk into action. One play from scrimmage, one touchdown, and one massive statement sent across the field.
That one right down the middle. And the Desperados will jump out to a 7-0 lead. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Powell now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So the Titans ready for their opening drive of the game. And it's going to be the man under center who brings him out, now in his 9th NFL season.
Okay, this is one of those situations where a quarterback has just got to say to himself, poised. Be poised. Yeah, your team just gave up a big blow on the other side, and you don't have to get it all back in one play like they just did. You got to go out there with poise to do your job and go lead your team.
They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. Second down coming up.
Down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Back to throw now. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up 3rd down. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Passing struggles bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Here comes the Titans punting unit. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And a sure-handed play there in the rain. He brings in the fair catch without a problem.
First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake. Throwing the out route complete. He pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 30-yard line.
Here's Taylor to throw. Short pass brought in. Continuing to move past the 45. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Found some good space on that run, Brock. It's a gain of 8 in enemy territory. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Toss to the right side. Still going inside the 35. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now a run here from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with 3rd and long. 3rd and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Desperados take a 13-0 lead. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Kicking team out to try the extra point. Got a good play in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Desperados drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Return starts at the 9. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Titans and their wide receiver set for this next possession. And he's been having such a great season in this offense. You can see, actually top 5 in the league in receiving touchdowns so far. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And he's going to score. Pick 6, touchdown, Houston. Another score here in this first quarter, Brock, as they continue dominating in this opening frame.
You know what I love here, Kate? This defense is seizing on a sputtering opponent, and they're actively trying not just to defend the lead, but to add to it.
PAT effort coming up. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Desperados push their lead to 21-zip already. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Here's a return from the 7. Jukes away from one. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. We'll get another look at this Tennessee offense. And they're really going to have to rebuild any momentum from scratch here, Brock, coming off that pick 6 that just made the hole there in deeper. Titans to the line now. 1st and 10. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I wish everybody had the opportunity to feel how fast that decision is made. With that RPO, it is a split second. And when you make the incorrect read, well, the play's busted up before it ever has a chance to start.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So now it's gonna be 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Knocked away and hits the ground, incomplete. That brings up 4th down.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going, and that incompletion won't help.
And he drives this one into the pouring rain. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And they have made it no secret that they want to go his way in this game, right? And the results so far, I'd say very promising. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. They give it to him again. This is close, but it looks like they got the stop in time. Yep, marked at the 40, and that brings up 3rd down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he manages to find a little traction on that soaked field as he fights forward for a couple. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing, Taylor. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Desperados.
To the air, Taylor. Hauled in left side. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Houston.
16 yards. First down, Houston.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
A give now from the gun. Finds a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Another carry for him. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Throw left side, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Desperados were running away so far. We've got a 27-zip game. And we haven't even reached the end of one, and already that's the 3rd time that he's thrown them into the end zone. It's hard to think of a better start he could be having than this. They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Desperados grow their lead yet again.
28, Titans, nothing.
Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Fielded at the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So the Tennessee offense headed out for another series. And this drive, they need to come up with some type of answer because, well, Brock, we can almost hear those engines starting to gear up. They might have a boat race coming.
Yeah, I think everybody in the building can feel it. This has been so momentous one way, and as a competitor, you have got to stop that slide.
It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. First down from the 42. Back-to-back carries here. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. It's an early runaway. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break. We're ready to go with the second quarter, and it's Titans football. They're looking at 3rd and 6 here. They'll throw 3rd and long. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
And that punt hits and kicks out of bounds beyond the opposing 35. The Desperados headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. Alone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. That played good for, looks like about 6. Second down upcoming.
Well, that run may not have moved the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. Finds him over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Breaks the tackle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. First down play, that's him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Finds him on a slant. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Move set of downs from 37.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Dive play straight ahead. And he's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to the well again. And they find him after just a yard. And it's 3rd down.
At the 30-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground.
Another carry for the running back.
The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
It'll be a punt coming up for the Desperados. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. And his job's done, and it is a job well done. That punt fights deep into enemy territory, out of bounds at the 7. So now here comes the Titans on offense. And they take the field feeling pretty beaten down with how this one's gone. Even if they're keeping their heads high, Brock, not a whole lot they've been able to do so far.
Yeah, in these moments, I think of golfers. Right in a tournament, they don't want to look at the scoreboard. They don't want to see how much they're down. They just want to take it shot by shot by shot. That's exactly what this offense has got to do.
That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Throwing now, another shotgun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Throw here, 3rd down. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
And he gets it away from his end zone. Fair catch called for and made a little shy of midfield. The Desperados are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And among dual threats in the NFL so far this season, there has been no equal. He's leading all quarterbacks in rushing yards to this point. Taylor now. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's taken down at the 30. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
First down. A gain of 15. First down, Desperados.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They'll run here on first down. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Taylor. Complete out to the right side. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
To the air on 3rd and long. He's making a bid for it.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied. They responded. Force a fourth down.
So on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal attempt. This 42 yards from the right hash. Celebrating a decade in the NFL, he sends it through. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
What a season this guy's having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Powell now to return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Titans ready to take over on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Putting a receiver in motion. Back to throw on 1st and 10. It is cut left side. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
They'll work against the blitz. Setting up the screen. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Looking in the air here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
12 yards. It's now 3rd down and 4.
Setting up to throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
4th down.
On now comes their punter. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. The Desperados ready for their next series. Let out on offense by their quarterback. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. Even 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. So Brock, we're down to 1 minute and 59 seconds to play now in our opening half. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. That one gains 7. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
1st down, Houston.
Give on the counter. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Now it's Taylor. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he has this down to the 34. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Taylor. Jump off caught by his back. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense. Their second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. They'll come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Taylor. Escapes the pocket. Throw caught at the 6. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives them a 1st and goal. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Sticking to the air here. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Desperados get more points to end a lopsided first half. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his 4th first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a second half to match this one. That one splits the uprights. And the Desperados continue piling onto this lead. After they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Return starts at the 3. Dodge the tackle. And this drive will start inside the 25. Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. This is tough running with this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott. Well, apologies to our buddy Scott Hansen. We're going to catch up with you after this one, Scott. We're going to jump past halftime, get you right back to the start of the second half. Brings in the kick at the 9. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So to begin the 3rd, it'll be the Titans offense we see first. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. First down, play action. Escapes out to the left. They get 19 on that pickup. And the Titans have a first.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Now we're on the counter. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from the defensive coordinator job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. On first down, they'll run. And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd down, looking for options. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And the Desperados get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a dive up the middle. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing off the play fake. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they're not going to stop him until he gets out to that 16-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down.
Plowing up the middle. Give him a couple on that carry. 2nd down coming up.
32 on
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
The give here on second. And he couldn't quite break it. Still a 5-yard gain, though. Third down.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
He has the first over the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
First down, Desperados.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And he manages to find a little traction on that soaked field as he fights forward for a couple. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Here's the handoff. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. They'll air it out on 3rd. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, they've got a first down here. So after the call, defense in a much different spot. Instead of forcing a 4th down, it's back to 1st. Running it after the penalty. Fights off a tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And it looks like they got it back. They did. Offense maintains possession. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down.
They give it to him again. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Another carry for him. All right, they bought him a little room. That run good for 6 on 2nd down. Now, after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Third down, 1 yard to go. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Now on 4th down, they're out to try for the field goal. He's hit once already. This is a short one, inside of 30 yards. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. The flag is down, though, so let's see if this kick stands or not. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. Here's Taylor to throw. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Desperados push their lead further to start the half. And with that score, he's reached a benchmark he's long had his eye on. 30 touchdowns in one season. And he's going to come away pleased with how well he has played to put up that kind of number this year. Looking to tack on the point after. Got a good play in the rain there. The extra point flies through. on 7 more to their lead.
Titans, nothing.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Powell now to return. This makes it up to the 25. Out come the Titans for another offensive possession. And we'll see if they go right back to the passing game here, coming off an interception they threw in enemy territory. Tennessee to the line, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Hate to say it, but it kind of feels like time, Brock. It might be time for this offense to get a little more one-dimensional because his ground game hasn't done anything. I mean, just look up at the scoreboard.
Or maybe the in-between is a little play action. I mean, everything they've done, unfortunately, has not worked. And that one to go.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Desperados are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Now, depending on which side of the ball you're looking at here, Brock, things have either been very sharp or they've been just awful to start this second half. 2 drives, 2 interceptions now.
I mean, where do you think I'm looking, Kate?
Oh, I know. Where you been looking?
Oh, it's a miserable place to be as a quarterback, just knowing you're hurting your team, not even giving yourself a chance, giving the ball away.
The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking out that last touchdown.
Connects on the crosser. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. A pickup of 17. And it'll be 1st down, Houston. The shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Right up the gut. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
To the air, Taylor. He'll have the 1st down and even more. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Desperados lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd.
These touchdowns on the season haven't all looked the same, but boy, has he made a habit of scoring touchdowns on the ground.
Now they'll try the point after. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Desperados continue adding on to that lead. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get another look at this Tennessee offense. And they have tried on occasion to ramp up their passing game, but nothing has worked with consistency yet, Brock. trail near the end of this third quarter.
You sure love teams who excel on the ground, right? You love a physical game of football who can hammer at the opponent. But in today's NFL, it's just impossible to win if you don't have a passing component that's balancing it out.
Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 26.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down. All right, we reach the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's Titans football as they stare down a huge deficit to begin the fourth. Their punter making his way out now. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And the fair catch brought in right at the 40. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this second half. Going back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Finds him over the middle. Into enemy territory and a yard at most from the first. That brings up third down. He's going to keep this one. And they're going to down by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. They'll go play action. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
It's a game of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Titans' 43-yard line.
Here's a throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. All set now, 1st and 10.
A gain of 12.
Quick throw to the left is complete. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Complete to number 89.
He's going to throw it again. Complete out to the right side. And this one doesn't go far. This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. He's got a man left. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Going power with a big tight end. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll send him up the middle. He runs it across. Touchdown. The Desperados continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Lining up now to try the extra points. Extra points sent in through the rain. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Following a touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. So the Tennessee offense headed out for another series. And if we're being honest, Brock, this game already over. It was a while ago, but still something for this offense to play for. They can try to avoid that shutout.
Yeah, it's kind of like a game, like baseball, right? You're looking up at that scoreboard, and you know it's impossible, but find some momentum, something good to build on for next week.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
He's going to throw it. Short pass caught by his tight end. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield stretch. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Dive play straight ahead. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. First down from the 42. Back to the well again. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. Even 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Give now to the running back. And he's going to be bottled up just a few yards into that 2nd down run. Now we have a member of the Titans injured after the play and in need of some assistance. Third and just 2 to go. He completes it in traffic. And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Actually might have lost a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And that gets out of bounds down inside the 20. Looks to be at about the 17-yard line.
At their own
Houston's offense back out now and ready to go. Well, you tell me this all the time, partner. Sometimes this can be a simple game, and these games, when they are simple, can go to the teams who handle 3rd down better, and that was indeed the case here.
Yeah, this group has excelled on 3rd down all season. That's a credit to really the whole team, the preparation, the execution, and all that touchdown in the previous drive. This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the offense is there to recover, but they're still stuck inside their own 10. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
So near disaster a moment ago, but the drive's still in trouble if they can't convert on 3rd. They'll throw 3rd and long. Brought in right side. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
The running back gets it on the draw. And he's going to be bottled up right at the line as we reach the 2-minute warning. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Sending him on the dive. And they'll start some work to do now on 3rd down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
3rd and long for him here. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he needed a little more room to reach that line. The stop is made in time. That brings up 4th down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And a fair catch made here at the 17. So now here comes the Titans on offense. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. Titans to the line now. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And they continue playing their best ball of the season over this recent stretch as they pick up a 6th consecutive victory. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Desperados are your winners as we say goodbye from Nashville.